coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Hey, y'all see the name in the lights? Yeah. Big love to everybody who followed the movement, man. Everybody who followed the platform, man. Let's go. Let's get it, man. We getting ready to go into 2026, man. Let's make it a good one. Let's make it our best year, our biggest year. Shout out to all my membership. Shout out to everybody who been rocking with me from day one to yesterday. I definitely appreciate y'all. We're going to keep pushing this positive energy, man, and spreading this P, man. All day, every day. Straight like that. Listen, man. Today, I just want to talk to y'all about, just to let y'all know how these things that we take out here for granted, man, is so petty in the penitentiary. It's so monumental. Little small things, man. Let me tell you something. Potatoes. Potatoes, man. Potatoes, however you want to say it. Them Jones will get you killed in the penitentiary. Real talk, potatoes will get you killed in the penitentiary because potatoes is the best thing that they can use to make wine. Potatoes are in the kitchen. You cannot get them unless you steal them. So the only people who have access to them potatoes is the kitchen workers. So this makes the kitchen worker very valuable in the winemaking business. So dudes always trying to get a kitchen guy to steal the potatoes to get them back so they can make the wine, because wine is one of the biggest money makers in prison. When you can make that wine, you can always be able to sell. And then the turnover rate is great because you don't have to spend a whole lot of money to make wine, opposed to taking the chances on trying to get some drugs, trying to, get the sack in, woo, and then you got more wolves coming at you. But that wine, as soon as you make that wine, if it's good, if it come up, it's going to sell the same day it's gone. Your biggest obstacle is being able to make it and get to the point where it's ready without the smell, keeping the smell down, keeping the police up off of you, keeping the bammers this, eye hustling up off of you and go tell on you, drop a dime on you. That's your biggest threat right there. So it's a whole group of dudes that just make their hustle in the penitentiary off of making wine. So when you got them dudes bringing them potatoes back, man, you actually got dudes in the penitentiary, man, threatening you, down on you, ready to hurt you because you ain't selling them the potatoes and you selling them to somebody else. You get dudes beefing with each other because he getting the potatoes and he ain't getting the potatoes. So it's like they trying to undercut each other. So it's a crazy, crazy situation, man. I remember when Big Worm, Big Worm, same worm I talked about before. Big Worm was trying to bully his way into all the potato dudes that's bringing the potatoes so he could be the only joker that's making the wine. He'd be the only one getting the money. Plus, he liked to drink himself. So Big Worm was leaning on the dudes. I remember when Jake, Jake the Fake was bringing... when Jake the Fake was getting the potatoes out there, like, man, he had a mean joint. I mean, because he had that little pool in the kitchen. So Jake bringing the potatoes out at a high rate. So he trying to divide them up, get some, this person, get some, that person. But then you had Terry. Terry was in there, and Terry had moved in there with Crash, the white boy Crash. So Crash is making the wine, the white lightning. Yeah, Crash is making that pure liquor. He making the wine, and then he burning it off, turning into liquor. They selling them liquor bottles, them water bottles for $50 a pop. So that money is good money. That's way more money, but they take way more chances. But Terry moved in there with Crash, or Crash moved in there with Terry. So now Terry done turn around and try to use his hustle to make Crash work for him. Crash won't nothing but what his name was, a little white boy Crash Dummy. And Crash like to make that liquor so he can sell that liquor because he wanted to get that dope. He's a dope fiend. So when the dope come on, he trading all bottles of liquor, so he can get out. All right. Terry started trying to manipulate him and handle, because Terry had a little size. He was a mixed dude, black and white dude, but he cut up little size, acting like he'll do something. I think he was pump faking. You know what I'm saying? He work out every day, but I still just, something about his character, something about me told me he was pump faking, right? But he's a manipulator. He tried to manipulate people. He tried to, that passive aggressive, be all nice and smiling, but he trying to cut your throat for real. That's what he was doing. So Worm hip to that. So Worm know, because now he start going to the fake Jake the Fake and telling Jake the Fake, look, man, you bring the potatoes, man. I got you, man. Look, don't worry about selling them all to me. I'm gonna pay you. Whatever they give you, I'm gonna give you that. If they want $3 for the potato, I'm gonna give you $5. I'm gonna give you $5 a potato. Cause he gonna make it all back, cause he making it, they making it straight liquor. So now the potatoes start come up missing, cause Terry done went and undercut and got at Jake, and then Jake tell him, hey, where the potatoes at, man? Big Worm, well, you ain't got no potatoes there. With his big goofy self. And Jake, I'm like, nah, I ain't got none. I couldn't get them out there. But Terry steady coming up with wine like, man, wait, if you ain't have no potatoes, how you making the wine? How you making the liquor? He got to have them. So Worm got hip. So Worm started throwing little innuendos and little, slight little jabs at Terry like, hey, these dudes right here think they slick, boy. They think they slick, man. Yeah. Joker know what time it is. It's all for the game till somebody get hurt, And then Terry is getting the hint, and Terry is more like, man, what you talking about, man? And they just talking around each other. But everybody can feel the tension. Everybody know what it's about. They don't really want to mess with Jake, because at the same time, Jake he a little twisted, you know what I'm saying? Plus on top of that, everybody think Jake connected, you know what I'm saying, like to the people. But also people think Big Worm connected, because Big Worm don't never go to jail. Man, Big Worm don't never go to jail. At this point, he had never went to jail. So he done did all types of stuff. He done got in the fight. He done put his hands on people. He done been caught with stuff. He don't never go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So when you start seeing dudes like that, you be like, man, they working with them people. You got to be, because if it's anybody else, you going down, you know what I'm saying, like the Titanic. So they had a white dude in there. He worked in the kitchen. He would bring back a few potatoes every now and then, because like they won't really mess with him. They be checking for them brothers coming out there. They really won't shaking him like that. But he can't bring a lot. He might bring 6, 7 potatoes. 6 or 7 potatoes is enough to make a whole batch, right? So he had started bringing the little potatoes back, and Worm had got cut into him, made him be the connect. So Worm still getting his little potatoes on the side. So then I think it was Terry, but everybody said it was another dude. I think it was Terry ended up cutting into him too, and put a little lean on him and tell him, look, man, you get the potatoes, man. I'm gonna catch you in the hallway. I'm gonna get the potatoes. I'm just telling you ain't got no potatoes. So that stash got cut off. And Worm was mad, so Worm like, man, I know you bringing some potatoes out. So Worm get a dude in the kitchen and watch the dude and say, the white boy, you bought some potatoes out, cause dude say he helped you hide the Jones and everything. So where the potato go? He said, I ain't had no potato, Worm, man. Worm smacked fire from him. Bop! with the big bear claw, man. Worm weighed about 350. Smacked him with the big bear claw, knocked him to the ground. Bang! So he said, man, y'all lying, man. Y'all keep on playing around here, man. Y'all playing around here, man. And he stepped to Terry. He said, man, I know you got them potatoes, man. You better stop playing with me, man. Terry said, man, you better go ahead, man. You don't ask me what I got. Man, who you talking to, man? Who you talking? And Terry like, boom, but Terry acting like he clutching. But I think he pump faking. So then dudes get in the way. Dude, I think it might have been Goldie get in the way, man. Y'all go ahead, man. Y'all chipping off them potatoes, so. Come on, so. That ain't what it is. That ain't what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing but some potatoes, man. Y'all tripping, man. Y'all better drop some blood about some potatoes. You know what I'm saying? But they was. Because it be that serious. One joker that already got smacked. You got Terry. He switching up. He conning. He trying to play puppet master. You got Jake sitting back like, I'm bringing them Jones back, man. Whoever get them, get them. I ain't getting caught up in all this. I'm just trying to make some money. But the thing is, everybody is beefing there because you got 3-4 different winemakers in there, and can't nobody make the wine if they can't get the product to make the wine. They need the potatoes to make the wine. So whoever coming back with the potatoes, they trying to get their hustle on, but you putting them in a position now where dudes is trying to tell them, look, you can bring them back, but you can't sell them to anybody. You gotta sell them to me. And this joker said you got to sell them to me. So dudes is literally getting hurt, getting in beefs, getting, you know what I'm saying, hands put on them, getting joints drawn on them over potatoes in the penitentiary, man. In the penitentiary, this is what's going on up in there. Everything in there is potential danger. Everything is life and death, even potatoes. You can go up in the grocery store right now and get all the potatoes you want for a couple of dollars. You understand me? And you might not even eat them all, or you might not even, you know, let them set up in your pantry or something until they go bad. You have to throw them out. In the penitentiary, man, these are monumental things, man. You know what I'm saying? That we take for granted out here. Dudes is getting hurt in that penitentiary over potatoes, bro. I done seen dudes get their face smashed in. I done seen dudes make dudes get up out the block. You got to go. You got to leave up out here, man. Yeah, quit the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? One dude, he was a Muslim, though. He quit the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Because dudes kept asking him to bring something back. He said, I'm not stealing, man. I'm not stealing. I'm a Muslim. I'm not stealing, man, the potatoes. Because he could really get them. He had the access because he worked in the back with the freezer joint at. But he telling him he not stealing. But so many dudes trying to put pressure on him, he didn't want to go to the Muslims and tell them, because then that's going to be a whole nother situation, because they going to come and say, you ain't stealing, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And don't answer them no more. But that might turn out ugly depending on who they pulling up on. You know what I'm saying? But he just quit the kitchen because of the simple fact he didn't even want to be in the middle of it. You know what I'm saying? So this is what when you work in that kitchen, man, they got pressure on you to steal. Dudes is literally gonna be telling you, what you working in there for, man? If you ain't stealing, man, you in the way, man. You in the way, you taking up a spot, man. Get out the way, because dudes want what's coming out their kitchen. Not just the potatoes, they want the onions, they want the green peppers, they want the Gouda cheese, they want, you know what I'm saying, the burgers, they want the chicken that they can steal from the style side. So it's almost a given if you work in the kitchen, man. You got to be stealing, bro. You got to be stealing or you going to have some issues. So when dudes be talking about, man, you go to prison, just mind your business, stay out the way, get it. Not if you work in that kitchen. If you work in that kitchen, dudes expect you to bring something out there. And or dudes expect you to put extra on their tray or something when they come through. Dudes be getting mad when you shake the spoon. You know what I'm saying? They say shake the spoon, you putting this little bit of that on it, a little bit. And it's the garbage food. But it's a lot of dudes who eat it. And that's all they got to eat. Man, put some extra on that tray, man. Man, the supervisor right there, man. I got to give you what they say. Man, you shaking the spoon, man. Boom, boom, boom. They might call you out your name. Then when they do that, you forced into an issue. So the kitchen is the most work place in the penitentiary, but it's not all it's cracked up to be, because like I say, you got dudes that work in there that don't want to do nothing just to work, just so they can stay out the way. They might not got nobody sending them no money. This the only little money they get, which ain't no whole lot of money. They probably get $40, $50 a month. You know what I'm saying? Working in their kitchen because they put in so many hours, maybe like $39, $42 a month. So that's all they getting. And they working like slaves in there. So this is why they gotta steal. A lot of them do steal for that reason, because they can get extra money. They gonna get more money on the side than they getting from the state. But they gonna have issues though, because once you start bringing sandwiches out, once you start bringing green peppers, I ain't gonna lie, I done had little slight issues with dudes that bring green. They bring the green peppers and onions out, because I use that because I don't eat in the kitchen. So I use that to flavor and season my food. So I used to tell dudes, not like you just got to give it to me, but I always used to tell dudes like, well, if you come back with some green peppers and onions, y'all, make sure you holler at me before you get rid of all of them. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm going to buy them from you. Or I'm going to buy some from you. You know what I'm saying? Especially dudes come out there with a whole onion, man. You can take a whole onion, as we say in the penitentiary, a whole scunion, and that'll hold you for a whole week. You did with your meals that you making. So it's gonna be issues working in that kitchen, man. Dudes will hurt you over some potatoes, bro. They will literally hurt you over some potatoes, man. And I'm talking about it goes down. Man, I done seen dudes enjoy that Bethlehem on dudes, but man, you ain't bringing them potatoes out, man, or you keep on bringing them potatoes out, selling me about that. Don't bring no more in here. I'm telling you, bring some more up in here, and I don't get none, bro. It's going down. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna do something to me about some potatoes, bro, because I don't sell them to you, bro? Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. And whoever you tell them to, whatever they want to do, dudes take that offense because it's their only hustle. You know what I'm saying? It's their only hustle. You got a few dudes that they come back and they buy some potatoes from a dude and chop them up and flavor them up and put them in the microwave and fry them. Man, dudes want some beef with you, man. Dudes want some, man, you don't effed up them potatoes like that. They telling you done effed up the potatoes because you eating them. Ain't that's what they for? But dudes gonna get mad. They gonna be, I'm telling you, bro, because it's a mean hustle in the penitentiary. It's a mean hustle. It's a monumental hustle. It's some dudes' only hustle is to make that wine. And they need that potatoes to make that wine. They need that jelly. They need that sweetener. They need that tomato paste. But none of that is gonna work without them potatoes. You know what I'm saying? That yeast. They can get the yeast. Dudes come back with the yeast. They get the beefing over the yeast. You know what I'm saying? I seen Big Worm put the dude in the chokehold, almost choked his tongue down his throat over some yeast. over some yeast, man. Over some yeast. So these little things, man, like I say, this out here, man, this everything, man, in this free world, man, it's big trouble, man, in Little China, in penitentiary, bro. Yeah, potatoes, man. Dudes will hurt you for eating potatoes. If them potatoes come in that pot raw and you want to chop them up and eat them, man, if they see you with that in that microwave, it's certain dudes is going to be side-eyeing you and looking, and they don't want to know where you got them from. You know what I'm saying? And or if you work in the kitchen and you come back with them and you just want to fry them up, they going to act like, why you ain't selling them joints, dog? Man, maybe I like potatoes. Maybe I like to eat potatoes. Yeah, well, maybe you don't need to be working in the kitchen then, player. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be working in the kitchen. So, there's some real stuff going on in there, man, over petty stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, every issue in the penitentiary is definitely an issue. It could always turn out deadly. It could also always turn out funky, man. But, yeah, little potatoes, jelly, onions, green peppers, all these things, man, got to be stole and sold out the kitchen. But you got a certain people that you can sell them to, because if you don't sell them to this people, somebody going to be angry at you. Somebody going to have an issue with you. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. It's cutthroat in that penitentiary, man. Stay free. Stay on the streets, man. Don't have nothing to do with this type of life, man. Go to the grocery store when you want to go to the grocery store. Get you something to eat, man. You did get something to cook with. You know what I'm saying? Get you some sugar. Get you some potatoes and be happy that ain't nobody gonna tell you what to do with it. You heard me? Man, anyway, I just wanted to drop that on y'all right quick, man. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. Stay on the street, man. Eat what you want to eat. Buy what you want to buy.
The banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young.
I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm going to have something because I'm rich in personality. You know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.